taking a quick look at this refresh on the Santa Cruz. So this is interesting. They've kind of made it a little bit more truck-like, or they've tried to. So yes, all of the lighting elements are more squared off now. If we actually jump back over to this one here, yeah, you can see, I mean, it's a little bit different, isn't it? It's not a huge difference. This one, yeah, I guess it does kind of just have a little bit more of a sleeker appearance to it. Since they are a little bit stretched out, they kind of sweep back a little bit. This one, yeah, of course this is the XRT trim too. So this is the one this is the trim you're probably going to want to get because yeah, I think this kind of bolder, blackier design, it really ties into that kind of off-road truck-like look. The only thing I would say is they've still decided to keep this kind of dark chrome, and there's a lot of it. I mean, it comes all the way down here to this. Yeah, it's not really a skid plate. I mean, it kind of is, but it's it's going to get scratched up, isn't it? So yeah, I wish we could have got a different finish on that. Now, as far as functionality goes, it actually is improved for off-roading slightly. Okay, because if you actually look at the bumper here, yeah, it kind of rounds in towards the bottom. Again, if we jump back over to the current version here, and this is actually an excellent picture, the lighting in this really shows this off. It had this like little chin spoiler kind of built into the bottom of the bumper, which is, it's always a great idea from an aerodynamic standpoint to just try to reduce the amount of airflow going under the vehicle, because that pretty much always just going to cause you more drag. So yeah, your approach angle is just going to be a little bit better. I mean, it's not going to be a huge difference here. And of course, you might say, well, aerodynamics might be a little bit worse. Yeah, they might be, but I don't know. Maybe they tweak. They have these like deflectors down here. If you ever seen these on cars, it kind of reduces the amount of airflow going into the tire, into the suspension area, and just in the wheel well getting churned up. So yeah, they could have done some other tweaks there to kind of make up for that. I think, overall though, this is a step in the right direction, to make this thing less car-like. I mean, I guess the appeal here with this model is, yeah, someone who doesn't want, 100% a real truck. They want something a little bit more car-like. And to kind of complete the look here, we actually do get some new wheels for the XRT model finally. And it's a really like serious hardcore looking wheel. It's got that multi-piece design, but it's just a regular alloy wheel, isn't it? And here's a close-up of those new hooks. Yeah, and that blacked out badge as well. So there's not really too much else that's different, which I guess it's not a bad thing. The rear and the side was actually pretty attractive as it was. It's not like the Tucson. So yes, the Tucson is getting updated as well, since, the Santa Cruz shares so much in common with it. They've kind of gone a little bit of the other direction here, kind of rounding off. It's a little bit sportier of a look. So yeah, that's obviously good. Unfortunately, it is just a facelift. So, they're not gonna change anything major like on the side, the sheet metal here. But yeah, this still just drives me nuts. I mean, all this, look at this. How many lines? It was just too much. And I think, honestly, it almost looks worse now with the new front end because they've kind of rounded it off. It's not quite as chiseled as the rest of the vehicle, basically. But the good news is the interior. We do get a new interior. And here it is in the Santa Cruz. It is, identical again. And still very car-like, unfortunately, but it's better than the old one. The old one was so car-like, I thought it felt out of place even in the Tucson. So this one, yeah, it's a little bit better. We do get the new screens and all that, but the thing I do like, check this out. There is this like little utility tray here over in the passenger side. So that does, it does kind of fit in a little bit more with the Santa Cruz. You want to be able to You want to be able to put stuff in your truck, right? So yeah, this is just awesome, actually. Just not only from a functionality standpoint, but again, it just kind of suits a truck design a little bit better. So all that being said, though, I think honestly the worst part of this interior is the steering wheel. I think it's fine. It's perfect for the Tucson, actually. Yes, you know, we do get this new, there's no logo. It's just got the bar. You know, that I don't care. I mean, you could take it one way or the other. Some people like it, some people don't. But the thing is, I would say is that's not the issue. It's just the three-spoke design. It's a very car-like look, isn't it? Why could we not get the wheel from the new Santa Fe? I think if they would have just put this wheel, yeah, in here, because everything else is, there are some squared off design elements here. It's not like the old dashboard that had this waterfall and all that, you know. This, yeah, I think that, oh, that wheel would have looked real good in here, you know, and then that could have been, that's all you would have really needed to kind of differentiate the Santa Cruz interior from the Tucson. Yes, they're going to share everything, but you've already got this wheel in the parts bin, right? Can we get it in the Santa Cruz here? And then for the regular versions here, you know, not the XRT, this is the, I don't know, the street version, the road going version. Yeah, we get all this chrome. Like, there's a lot of it. And it's the regular bright finish on it too. So yeah, I hope you like chrome if you go for these models. And again, like with the squared off design, I don't know. I think we could have used a little bit more, I don't know, just some matte black, right? I think that would have looked good, honestly. Yeah, so let me know, let me know what you guys think of this. It's just a lot of chrome. And just to finish this off with the last few little interior details, yeah, this kind of one-piece screen with a fairly thin bezel on it, very modern looking, and it does kind of curve around a little bit towards the driver, as you can see there, towards the center of the vehicle. They always put this blank spot next to the gauge cluster screen. This one's got it too. I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing. So yeah, this is actually a really nice update for the Santa Cruz, and I love too, like, it really does look good in red, doesn't it? Whereas before it was kind of didn't really suit it that well. So yeah, you know, this is, if you've been looking at the Santa Cruz, it's probably worth waiting for the 25 model here. It should be coming out soon. So yeah, hopefully you kind of found this video helpful or interesting, and yeah, thanks for watching.